Emsolation is recorded on the stolen lands of the Wurundjeri people, the first storytellers of this country. We pay our respects to elders past and present and to any First Nations peoples listening. We acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. Always was, always will be. Hi there, welcome to Emsolation. Now, normally on Tuesdays, we put out a subscriber episode and in it I answer questions, talk about life. But I wanted to put something out publicly for all our Emsolation community, and I want to talk about what happened at Bondi. But I want to do it very carefully because when something like this happens, there's always a rush to label it and to turn it into a hot take. I just know that no one wins right now in these conversations. They're not going to heal. They're not going to protect. They're just turning grief into content and fear into currency, and I don't want to be a part of that. So I'm choosing steadiness. I'm choosing to honour the helpers. I'm going to choose connection with you all right now. I want us to take care of each other, and I know that sounds fucking Pollyanna, but we need that more than anything right now. I also want to say this clearly. When fear spikes, certain communities get asked to carry it, and that's not okay. If you have Jewish friends, colleagues, neighbours, I encourage you to reach out. I also want to offer you all something practical too. When grief has nowhere to go, it can turn into panic or anger, and action helps. The Red Cross has put out an urgent call for blood donations, particularly O negative, which can be given to anyone. If you're able, this is a real, tangible way to show up. You need to go to lifeblood.com.au for more information. But I think what I'd like to ask you to do, and what I certainly have been doing to make sense of this, is to not focus on the noise around it, but the responses. Ordinary people who did not hesitate, who helped strangers. We've seen the way that, and as Anthony Albanese put it, Australians ran towards danger to help other Australians. For parents, this is a tough one because obviously this is everywhere. There is footage of victims circulating. It's hard to open your phone up without seeing something horrific. So if your children have a mobile phone and an internet connection, you know that there's a chance they're going to be well across this. For Elio, he could hear the three of us listening to it as it unfolded on our phones, and we tried to shield him from it, but he's a curious kid and asked what had happened. I told him the truth, I guess, in a way that was suitable for him. I said something bad happened and a lot of people helped and the grown-ups did their jobs. You are safe. We are safe right now. And that helped him in that moment. He's only 6, but I know if you've got older kids, this is going to be a really tough conversation. When I have these tough conversations with my girls, I have to really challenge myself to sit and listen and meet them where they are and not enforce my hot takes on them. They'll need to be able to feel brave to tell you exactly how they're feeling. That's all I wanted to say. I know a lot of you have reached out feeling at sea about this, and I know that you often look to Michael and I, to help you form your opinions and your feelings on certain topics. But on this one, if you're human, you're devastated, and that's it. I'm going to leave you with Anthony Albanese's, the speech he gave after the attack, because I think he did a pretty great job as the leader of our country. Take care of yourself today. Mind your kids, mind what they're taking in, and remember to focus on the helpers, and please give blood if you can. Thank you.
This afternoon there has been a devastating terrorist incident at Bondi at the Hanukkah by the Sea celebration. This is a targeted attack on Jewish Australians on the first day of Hanukkah, which should be a day of joy, a celebration of faith. An act of evil anti-Semitism, terrorism that has struck the heart of our nation. An attack on Jewish Australians is an attack on every Australian, and every Australian tonight will be, like me, devastated on this attack on our way of life. There is no place for this hate, violence and terrorism in our nation. Let me be clear, we will eradicate it. Amidst this vile act of violence and hate will emerge a moment of national unity where Australians across the board will embrace their fellow Australians of Jewish faith at this dark moment for our nation. Our police and security agencies are working to determine anyone associated with this outrage. Our agencies will provide you with factual updates as quickly as possible as they continue to emerge. The evil that was unleashed at Bondi Beach today is beyond comprehension, and the trauma and loss that families are dealing with tonight is beyond anyone's worst nightmare. Australians have had their lives cruelly stolen, and many have been injured. For all Australians, our first thoughts are with those in the terrible early hours of their grief. We are also thinking of everyone being treated for their injuries, and many of whom are alive right now because of the courage and quick action of the New South Wales Police and the first responders who rushed to their aid, as well as the courage of everyday Australians who, without hesitating, put themselves in danger in order to keep their fellow Australians safe. We have seen Australians today run towards danger in order to help others. These Australians are heroes, and their bravery has saved lives. As Prime Minister, I say on behalf of all Australians to the Jewish community, we stand with you, we embrace you, and we reaffirm tonight that you have every right to be proud of who you are and what you believe. You have the right to worship and study and live and work in peace and safety, and you enrich us as a nation. You should never have to endure the loss that you have suffered today. You should never know the fear that you know tonight. We will dedicate every resource required to making sure you are safe and protected. You are Australian, and all Australians are with you today and every day. My fellow Australians, I say tonight that there are nights that tear at our nation's soul. In this moment of darkness, we must be each other's light. Hold on to the true character of the country that we love. Australia is stronger than the cowards who attacked innocent people today. Australia is braver than those who seek to make us afraid. Australia will never submit to division, violence or hatred. We will see justice done, and we will come through this together.